So the first thing I want to do for this episode is get some mending books. So you can see that right here I have low durability on these 2 diamond pickaxes. So I want some mending books to be able to preserve that. And if you look over here, I have tons of pumpkins, tons of melon slices and melons. So I'll definitely be using that to get some emeralds and then try to get the right trade that I want from a villager. And let's start trading. I already talked about villager trading, but let's talk about the mending book specifically. With librarian villagers, there's a 66% chance of having a trade for an enchanted book at the first level. There are 37 different enchantments a librarian villager can have, so it is a 1 in 37 chance you'll get mending. The trades can be changed if you don't trade with a librarian. As soon as you make a trade with the librarian, the trades will be locked in. If you destroy the lectern and place it down again, you can keep trying to get the mending book. Once you get a trade involving a mending book, you should trade with the librarian villager so that trade is locked in. There we go. Finally got it. So I got mending. That guy didn't give me anything. Knockback, that's kind of bland. Okay. So got mending. Now I just gotta get some books. I got tons of emeralds from all the pumpkins I got. And I believe it's the guy that's running away. Nope, not him. Nope. And there he is. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7's good for now. So yeah, okay. So 7 mending books, and I got this guy locked in, and he's still be at this desert village. So I think it's time to put these onto my pickaxe. So you see efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, and fortune 3, and I'll put a mending. That's silk touch, that's not what I want. Mending book. So every time you put an item through the anvil and use it in the anvil, it'll increase the enchantment cost. So I've only done it once, this is the first time. So there we go. This is a decent axe, why don't we do mending on this too. It's also only 2. And shovel is, yeah, shovel's decent. So why don't we put mending. That one isn't really worth it at this point because it only has unbreaking 3. And let's just check the armor. Blast protection, affinity, nope. That's okay. So nothing amazing with that. So definitely have a lot of mending books that I need to work with, or I can work with. And now I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go into the nether and try to get some netherite. One thing I want to do just before I go into the nether and look for netherite is to get some wood, because I'm completely out from building the storage system. So here I go. And here's what I got from all of that wood. So I got almost a double chest of oak logs. I only got about a stack and a bit of acacia logs, and I got a lot of saplings, a lot of sticks, and a lot of apples, or some apples. So another thing I want to do before I go into the nether and actually have to mine is restore the durability on my pickaxes. So I have mending on my pickaxes, so this will give, for 1 XP, give me 2 durability restored. So one of the reasons I wanted the cactus so much was because if you smelt cactus, you'll always get an XP, and this is useful for something like mending because you'll have stored XP that you can just restore your tools when you want. So you can see I have this pickaxe in my hand. It's pretty low durability right now, so I'll just take this out, and you can see it went up to from red to orange, and then you can see it went up a little more. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of fuel right now, but you can see it's pretty much restoring the entire pickaxe. And almost there. So I guess that's all I could do at the moment. So I still need to do my shovel and my axe, and I have another pickaxe that I also did. But I'm pretty low on fuel at the moment. I have a ton of cactus from the cactus farm, so I'll just keep throwing these in here until I get enough. So here we are in the nether, and I have dug completely under the lava sea. So it took me quite a while. I would say that actually digging up from the bottom is a lot easier than digging down. It was not easy, and I actually died once. And one trick I want to mention to you, because with ancient debris you'll have to mine under the lava sea, is that one way to get under the lava sea is, if you can see here, this is all sand. So what I did was I took some sand, and just using gravity, obviously if you place sand and there's nothing underneath it, it'll just drop down and go to the bottom block. Although if you actually drop it too high, it'll just break when it hits the ground. But you can actually use sand and gravel to fill in spots where you want to dig under, because you can just place a bunch of sand and then dig through the sand to get to where you want. So here is the little spot I set up where I'm going to be digging out some ancient debris. So here's the inventory I brought for digging out the ancient debris. I have planks, I have cobblestone, and I have wool. And the reason I have cobblestone and planks is I'm going to craft a bunch of beds so that I can actually explode some area so I can try to find ancient debris. Let's go through the basics of ancient debris. Up to 2 veins may generate per a chunk. One attempt generates between layers 8 to 119, meaning it could be anywhere in a chunk in the nether. One vein attempts to generate 1 to 3 ancient debris between 8 to 22 in the nether. The lava sea in the nether occurs between Y layer 31 to 22. All of this means that a vein could generate under the lava sea. On average, Y layer 15 generates the most ancient debris. Ancient debris is a rare ore, and on average there are 1.56 ores per a chunk. Ancient debris will not generate exposed to the air. The best area to mine ancient debris would be between 8 to 22, and specifically at layer 15. To mine ancient debris, you'll have to mine it with either a diamond or netherite pickaxe. Any other tool will destroy the ancient debris. Ancient debris has a very high blast resistance. It has a 1200 blast resistance, which is the same as obsidian. With explosions, the surrounding blocks like netherrack, blackstone, and basalt will be destroyed, but the ancient debris will not be. Using blast resistance, you could explode items to make it easier to find the ancient debris. An item that can be used to make explosions is a bed. In the nether, when you use a bed, it will explode. The explosion is 5, which is more than TNT, but less than a charged creeper. If you set a bed down, move a few blocks away, put down a cobblestone block, click on the bed, it will explode. The cobblestone will block you from taking some of the blast damage. Armor and armor enchantments can further reduce the blast damage. You also want to be careful with these explosions, because if you are under the lava sea and explode the bed too high, it will break the blocks holding up the lava. Also be careful of gravel blocks, as an explosion can potentially suffocate you, killing you. These explosions can show lava flows, so you should be careful about the lava and also have an extra stack of blocks to place to stop the lava. Okay, cool, so we finally got one, so it's right here. You probably shouldn't use a shovel to get it. There we go. So there's our first piece of ancient debris. There we go. So got a nice 3 of ancient debris. Gotta deal with all these fires every time. Oh, there we go, 3 more. Okay. Unfortunately, the ancient debris mining with beds used up a lot more beds than I was expecting, and I did not get enough ancient debris, so I need more wool. So what I've done is I built a pen over there where the melon and pumpkin farm used to be, and I'm going to be relocating these cows over there and gonna spread or take out that fence and let the sheep move over here, because if you look there, it is all becoming dirt and it's taking forever for them to regrow wool. So it looks like I've accidentally spawned some phantoms. So phantoms spawn when you haven't gone to sleep in 3 days, and hopefully they're gone. Yeah, so they spawn as soon as you haven't slept for 3 days, and that was pretty obvious that was going to happen because I was in the nether for quite a while. And you can see it is burning up because it's daylight. They only spawn at night, and they only can spawn at a certain Y level. So hopefully this guy will just die, and now that I've slept, they won't spawn again. Okay, so I'm back in the nether. I got a ton more beds, and let's do this again. So after mining all of that ancient debris, or at least trying to mine that ancient debris, I ended up getting 11. So what I'm going to do now is turn the ancient debris into netherite and then apply the netherite to my tools, or at least the stuff I want to put it on. So of course you put it in the furnace and you put some fuel in, and basically you'll smelt the ancient debris. It'll become a netherite scrap and you will get 2 XP from this process. So let's just go through all this. Okay, so I have 11 netherite ingots, and the next step is I have some gold here. So the crafting recipe for a netherite ingot is 4 netherite scrap and 4 gold ingots will get 1. So if I do all of the ones I have, so as you can see, this is the display of the smithing table. Pretty straightforward. You put the item you want to apply the netherite ingot to, put the netherite ingot in there, and it will keep all of the enchantments. So I have a pretty good netherite pickaxe from this. I'll have efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, fortune 3, and mending. And this will keep all of the enchantments. It'll keep the name if you have named it. And what the netherite ingot does is it increases the durability of items. So with the tool, it's quite a bit. It'll also not be destroyed by lava. So if you drop it in lava, it'll just float on the surface and you can pick it up again. So if you fall in lava, none of your stuff will get destroyed, which is useful for me at least. It'll also, for armor, it increases the armor toughness. So what this means is you won't take as much damage if you get some damage from, an explosion or you get attacked, so you won't take as much damage. And yeah, it also will increase breaking time. So when you break blocks, it's a little more than diamond. So obviously I only have 2, and the 2 things I'm going to be doing is the pickaxe. The shovel I have is pretty good too, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this other diamond pickaxe that I have that is silk touch efficiency 4 on breaking and mending, and apply the netherite ingot to that. So now I have 2 netherite pickaxes and I have 3 scrap, so I'll just need another scrap in order to do another netherite ingot. Then I can do my shovel, then maybe my sword, and then my armor. So that honestly took a long time just to get the ancient debris. I guess it'll be a longer term project than I thought, but at least I got some netherite tools and some mending tools out of that. So thanks for watching, and if you guys have any comments, I always appreciate it, and always taking input on what I can do. Thanks for watching.